Okay, so we have arrived at the final moment of our PS4 upgrade journey. That's to upgrade the hard drive itself. Here's my hard drive of choice, and it looks a little bit different to what it did earlier, but this is actually the Seagate hard drive that I unboxed a short time ago. And literally all I've done is taken it out the caddy. I literally broke it down and took it out the caddy. So this may look a little bit more familiar to you, as it is here and here. But as you can see, there's no hard drive inside. No, it's because I prized it out. It was closed, and with a one of those thingies, plastic thingies, I dug in and prized it out. It was rather difficult because I was wrong in the video. I was wrong in the unboxing video, but this is metal. It's not plastic. It's metal, and which made getting this out very difficult. But after I prized it out, the hard drive itself was wrapped in this inside. So prized the hard drive out itself, and then peeled this off. It was wrapped around the top. The bottom, peeled it off and off the back as well. And then I was left with this on the top of the hard drive. And what this is, it's like a SATA to you know, the connection that the hard drive uses for its cable. So that was that, and that just slid off the top. If anybody's interested in purchasing this hard drive, this 2 TB hard drive to use for their PS4. And remember, this is the one it is. It's a Seagate Backup Slim Plus, 2 TB. If you need to know, the STDR 2201. That is what you're looking for. Just one more step before we proceed. That dismantling a hard drive from a caddy when you bought it as an external hard drive is at your own risk, and you do risk voiding the warranty. I know it says on the back here that warranty void if removed, but you know, chances are if you try to remove it, damaged it, and try to take it back to wherever you bought it, they're not going to have that, because they're probably going to tell from the marks on the side of the caddy that you've taken it out. So you do that at your own risk. However, I will say that upgrading your PS4 hard drive will not void your warranty. As you will find out when I download the software update to put on this, Sony, you know, they endorse this. They've made it so you can do this, and you will not void your warranty for doing so. So without further ado, the things you're going to need in order to replace your hard drive is another hard drive, a Phillips screwdriver. So without further ado, first thing you're going to want to do is take this top bit off. Okay, so you want to be very careful, but it does pop off. Bit of pressure, it's just held on by clips, and it comes off just like that. You want to be very careful as to not snap any of these prongs off or damage anything around here that's holding it in place. So you want to take that off. I mean, look at that. You want to take that off and put it up to one side so it's nice and safe. This all may look a little bit daunting, but all you need to worry about is this one screw here. It's got the PlayStation logo on it, and it's also Phillips head. So we're going to take our trusty Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, I said screwdriver, but our screwdriver was too fat and couldn't get it in, so I resorted to using a knife, which is probably a bad idea. But nevertheless, be very careful. Last thing you want to do is thread the screw. Jesus, good luck trying to buy another one of these. But yeah, this is literally the only screw you need to undo. Noisy pooch. No, literally that is it. That's the only screw you need to undo. The one thing between you and gaming glory. All you need to do, without the unit moving itself, pull that out. That's quite tight. That's okay. Pop that out, and you're greeted with another Samsung hard drive. Oh wow, look at that. Seagate technology. How ironic. Next thing you want to do is take these screws out. One there, one there, one there, and one hidden there as well. Okay, so once you've removed the screws, as I've done there, and kind of put them in a general kind of same kind of position, I don't think it matters, but two things to mention is when you unscrew the screws, you're probably going to hear a click when it first starts moving. That's fine, don't worry about it. And also, when you are unscrewing the screws and you're using two hands to do this, try not to press down on the hard drive, as that's going to cause it a significant amount of damage. This hard drive, use my leg here, it's just going to slide out. There you go, you've got yourself a 500GB hard drive. Whereas this one's blue and this one's green, so you can't really get them mixed up. Now, the new one. As you can see, 2,000 gigabyte. Quick thing to mention is if you buy this alone as a standalone laptop 2.5-inch hard drive, it's going to cost you around 80 quid. You buy this as an external hard drive in a caddy made from Seagate, 60. Don't ask me why, no idea, but it's 20 quid cheaper if you buy it with a caddy and take it out. So, you're going to want to slide this in, make sure it's nice and snug, and you're going to go and screw those 4 screws back in. Okay, so there you go, that's the new hard drive back in, nice and snug. I will say this, that those screws are a lot harder to get in, back in, than they are to take out. Just aligning the hard drive in its enclosure is a bit more tricky than just taking it out. So you've put the new hard drive in its enclosure. You're going to want to pop this back inside the PS4. It's going to get a bit tight as you push it in, but that's absolutely fine. And once it's in, you want to take the main screw, first one that you took out earlier, with the PlayStation logo on it. You're going to want to pop that back into here, and you're going to screw it back in. There we go, all back in. You want to tighten it up, but not, you know, ridiculously tight that you're never going to be able to get it undone again. And that's it. You want to take back the faceplate, and you want to slide that back on, and that's it. That is the hard drive part of our upgrade done, and the second to last step is to power the machine back on and install the PlayStation stuff. Okay, so one thing I will mention before we go on to the next step is this was the hard drive that we took out the PS4, as it's green, and you may think, oh well, you know, what can I do with it now? And if you bought the new hard drive as a standalone laptop hard drive, then there's not a lot you can do for that unless you go out and spend, I think, 20 quid for a half decent caddy that you can then use as an external hard drive, and you've got yourself another hard drive there. But if, like me, you went and bought an actual external hard drive with a caddy and took it out, then all you've got to do is pop this back on the top, pop it through the hole there, wrap that down, wrap that from the bottom, pop it back in the plastic casing, pop the metal casing on top, and you've got yourself an external hard drive. Bang that in a computer, see if it's going to work. Obviously you're going to need to wipe it, because it's going to have your PS4 data on it, you know, full. Probably wipe that after you've tested the PS4 with the new hard drive in to make sure it works. But when the new PS4 works, and it's been working for a couple of days or whatever, or whenever you feel is long enough, wipe that. You've got yourself a 500 gigabyte hard drive that you can use for whatever you want.
Okay, so you've come to the part of your PS4 update journey where you've backed up your stuff, backed up all your save game data or whatever you wanted to back up, and you have swapped out the hard drive. You've done that, and now you come to this step here where once you boot up your PS4 for the first time after putting the new hard drive in, is load on the newest software that Sony have for the PS4. So if you go to support and you go to system updates, come down here to PS4 system update, scroll down to do you want to perform a fresh install of the full system software, so click here. That's what we want to do, because it does say this procedure is for initializing your PS4 system and performing a new installation of the system software, such as for when you replace the hard disk drive, which is what we've just done. Tells you a bit of information about it. Now this is important here. It tells you here on the USB storage device, which needs at least 900 megs of storage, you need to create folders for saving the update file. Using a computer, create a folder named PS4. Inside that folder, create another folder named Update. Download the update file, save it in the update folder with the file name ps4update.pup. The only thing left now is to boot up the PS4 and install the latest software.
Night has fallen. The dark night has fallen. Well, I mean, it's night time. But here you are, you join me on the next step in upgrading your PS4. You should have by now got yourself a USB memory stick with the latest PS4 software on, which I have. You saw me upgrade the hard drive. I've boxed up the old one. It's back in its caddy as well, and I can use that as another 500 gigabyte external hard drive now. So what Sony say we need to do is to boot the PS4 in safe mode. We need to hold the power button
for 7 seconds. And you need to have put your USB in first. 7 seconds, here we go. There we go, you heard that second beep. Okay, safe mode. Connect the DualShock 4 using the USB cable and then press the PS button. Okay, so that should be something else to do as well before you turn the PS4 in safe mode, is to attach the controller. So you are greeted with these options of restart PS4, change resolution, update system software, restore default settings, you can hear the dog barking there, rebuild database, initialize PS4, or initialize PS4, reinstall system software. So the option that we're going to want to hit is number 7, which is initialize PS4, reinstall system software. Okay, so it wants us to connect a USB storage device that contains an update file for reinstallation for version 3.11, which is, I think, is what it said on the website earlier, and it tells you where you can download it from. So, okay. If you want me to tell you the truth, the first time I tried this, it didn't work. A bit like everything I do. First time I try anything, it just doesn't work, and I've got to try it again. Okay, so it's popped up with the message saying the PS4 will be initialized. Thankfully, it's found something. All users and all data will be deleted. Are you sure you want to continue? Well, considering the hard drive was new and there wasn't anything on it in the first place, and there's no users or data on it because I took out the old hard drive, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Initialize and do not turn off the PS4. Thank you. Okay, so it's preparing to update system software, which is great. 23rd of December, such a bad day for this to have to be done, but there you go, install an update file. When installation is complete, the PS4 will restart automatically. Awesome. Okay, so it's done, and it's come up with this screen, and it looks like because there's no data on there, it doesn't know any of your settings, so you're going to have to set the whole thing up again. So I'm going to go through this as quickly as possible to get back to my home menu. Okay, so there you go, it's literally right back as it was when you first set up the PS4. So now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is take out that memory stick and replace it with the one that I backed up all my data to. Okay, so that memory stick is now in. So if I go, I literally just skipped all of the installation. So if I go settings, so now we want to restore the data that we had on there. So we'll go to settings and we'll go to all the way down to system. Forgot where we needed to go there. And then we'll go to backup and restore. We want to hit restore PS4 using a USB storage device. Now this is the part where you find out if it's corrupt or not. And there you go, 3.26 gigabytes, which is what it was before. Ah, oh, wonderful. The system will be restored with the backup date you selected. When you start restoring, the PS4 will be initialized and all users and all data will be deleted. After that, the PS4 will be restored using the backup data. So it's going to initialize it again. That's fine by me. PS4 will be restored after restoration starts. PS4 will not return to the current state. Are you sure you want to continue? After you select yes, the PS4 will restart automatically, be initialized and then be restored. If you cancel during installation, the PS4 will still be initialized. Okay, so if you cancel it, everything's still going to get wiped. But that's fine by me. We have a PlayStation logo. Oh, and both of them are there. Both mine and Hannah's profiles are there. Themes aren't there. Well, theme isn't set. Okay, I need to sign in, so let's do that. Okay, so I've signed back into PSN. And yeah, the time's wrong, so I'm definitely going to need to go through all the settings again. Trophies, look at that. Yeah, they're all there. Library. Yeah, so this is where all of my downloadable content is. So literally all I've got to do now is go through, install all my games again and download all the stuff that I want to download again. Simple as that, really. Yeah. Not much more to it. That's it. I'm done now. Just got to install all my stuff again, which is going to be going to take a painstakingly long time. Alas, it needed to be done, and it's been done. So thank you for joining me on this journey of PS4 heaven. I know it's a lot to take in, so if anybody's got any questions about the whole thing, you know what to do. And I will see you. Anybody wants to leave the PSN down at the bottom? That'd be great. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.